When men are young, we assume that most women have good qualities. This is the main reason why men marry the wrong woman. So this video shows clips of what men want when it comes to women, and then turns into what men do not want in a woman. Plus, a lot of women hide who they truly are until after you marry them. Until after they have locked you in and have at least one child. So if you leave, you get a divorce, and it will cost you big time. This is what many women who have a promiscuous past and women who are very selfish do. In their past, they could have been very promiscuous, but within 6 months of marrying you, they get pregnant, thus locking you in and ensuring that the money they get from you in child support is enough for them to live off of. The child is just another income stream. This is another reason why men should get automatic custody and not the woman. However, as men get older and gain more experience, we realize we must vet women just like they vet us. I created this video to try and explain what older men look for in a woman he wants to marry. A lot of women keep saying that they are single by choice, that they are the prize. However, no man wants that prize. A nice guy gets the girl in, but we realize what we are getting and we do not want it. So the smart woman gets the man while he is still young and still optimistic.
Women don't need feminism, they don't like it, and feminist movement will never spread in Russia. And let me explain you why. So the basics of feminism is women going against men. But in Russia, we already have a shortage of men. And now you have the main idea of feminism that women have to work even more. But Russian women want nothing more than a caring husband, providing for the family, helping with chores and raising their kids, which is rarity for Russia. Plus, we still have a shortage of men. For every man, there are 3 to 5 women. And because of our political situation right now, we are still losing men.
So my I know she's the one moment before we got married was there was this one time where I was walking home from work and it started to downpour and I didn't have an umbrella and I just started getting soaking wet. And then all of a sudden in the distance, almost like she knew that I didn't have an umbrella, I saw Michelle on the horizon just running towards me with an umbrella to make sure I wasn't getting too wet and wasn't getting too sick. And that's when I knew that I wanted to spend the rest of my life with her. I'll show you guys the video. What? Thank you.
Why did no one tell me that men just don't get told nice things, apparently? Today I told my boyfriend, hey, you're deserving of love. And he cried so hard he got a nosebleed on my new dress. I'm not mad about the dress. I'm not mad about that at all. I'm mad about the fact that in his 18 years of life, no one, not a single person has told this man that he's deserving of love? Are you fucking shitting me?
Pretty much every woman at this table just said that you all deserve a high-value man. High-value men look for high-value women. High-value women have femininity to offer a man, support, help. Nietzsche said, you know, a man's happiness is I will, a woman's happiness is he will, right? I've found that the healthiest relationships I've had in my life were when a woman looked at me as kind of like the hero in her life and she really admired me and looked up to me, and my dreams and goals and vision were her dreams and goals and vision. And when there's tension there, it can tear at the relationship, right? High-value men typically are very driven, they're focused, they're confident, they're on a mission in the world. If you have your own mission that's fighting with his and there's conflict there, like not a lot of high-value men want that. High-value men want women in their lives that make their lives easier, who they feel supported by, so on and so forth.
Right now, I'm fine being single, right? Like, this is... Like,
the stance is simply this. You will not support a man. I will, however, gladly support a woman. There's a difference. I'm willing to take on that leadership role. You're claiming you want the leadership role, but you're not willing to do what's required.
not the leadership role.
So then how can you ask for equality when you don't want to? You can't have someone who's a leader who has more responsibility than you, then at the same time demand equality. That's ridiculous. That's like me fighting in the military saying, yo, Lieutenant, I want all your same authority, but I'm equal to you. No, that's not how it goes. There's a chain of command. And everything in life, there's a boss, there's an underboss, etc. That's how it goes. But we let women run around and say a bunch of like, I'm equal to you too, but I expect you to have all the responsibility. That doesn't go that way. That's not the way the world works. Someone has to be the leader. Someone has to have the responsibility. Your own answer killed it all. I am not going to support a man. Fantastic. Nor should you. You're a woman.
Women are checking out men all the time, and women have all sorts of tricks for doing that. They might be provocative, for example, because they want to test a man to see if he can control his temper. Any smart woman is going to do that because she wants to find out if her partner, she wants someone who has the capacity for aggression, but she wants someone who can control it because a man will be provoked by children. And if he can't control his temper, then he's going to be aggressive. And so she has to check that out. And you don't check that out by having a formal conversation. You check that out the same way children check out their parents, which is by harassing them and seeing what happens. Men check women out. So maybe one of the things a man wants to do if he's going to commit to a long-term relationship is he wants to find out, well, does this woman have what it takes to actually commit to a long-term relationship? And what that means in part is that he has to know that she's capable of controlling her impulsive desires, because otherwise she's going to stray.
Who should pay on the first date?
A man.
Should a man be a provider?
Yes.
Should a man be a provider? Your money's irrelevant.
My money's mine.
Great, but so you just made the argument that she makes a lot of money, therefore that will be some benefit to the man. But the fact of the matter is, women don't share their resources with men.
I think some women do. I think, I'm sure she probably...
You just said you want men to pay on the first date, so even from the jump, you guys don't share your resources with men. The reality is, that's why men are not interested in your career, your education, your success, your ambition, whatever. Reap any sort of benefit from it. Girls don't pay for first dates. Girls don't take us on trips. So we don't give a f about it.
And my thing is this, I'm not saying that women can't be promiscuous. They could be promiscuous, but I absolutely think that women that have a bad past don't deserve a future. Because it's not fair for me as a man to work really hard in my past while you off, quite literally, and then I'm responsible for taking care of you when I could have got a girl that was more pure. And I get what you're saying, well, you should have wanted a virgin. Who cares what you think? You're a female. Men want women that have low body counts. Just like you want a man that's gonna be a protector, a provider, and take care of you. We want a girl that's gonna take care of us and not be a and embarrass us. Women that are promiscuous or have bad pasts destroy men's reputations. Look at Will Smith, look at Logan Paul right now. When a girl has a bad past, it can absolutely cripple and destroy a man's reputation.
I think the guy's comment itself was just f***ing stupid. Just the traditional wife is a virgin.
What's wrong with wanting a virgin?
Why is that like the perfect girl?
Because she hasn't been sexually conquered by anybody yet.
So fucking stupid.
It's what men are attracted to.
The other thing is, when women have had a lot of sexual partners, their ability to pair bond with future partners is greatly diminished. The likelihood of infidelity is much higher. The likelihood of reporting relationship and marriage dissatisfaction is much higher. The likelihood of divorce is much higher, and they've done studies on this. And also, like, women value experience. Women like men who are leaders. As a guy, if you have sexual experience, you will be able to have good sex with a woman who's a virgin. It's not clear to me if women seek out virgins.
They actually don't prefer that according to the research.
But they wasted all their time telling all these good men, oh no, you're not my type, and I need a man that's gonna do all this stuff for me. You too broke for me. Y'all brag about the fact that y'all don't cook. You brag about the fact that you're not cleaning for nobody. You brag about the fact that you're selfish. You brag about all these things that are contrary to what a man wants. What happens is they start approaching that wall. Once they are approaching that wall, or once they hit it, they already got kids. They're not in their prime anymore. And then they get frustrated. They try to convert other women and try to convince other women that they also don't need men, because now they no longer qualify. Now what are you left with? You're broken, used, washed up, your self-worth, your dignity, all of that done gone. Now what you gonna do? You love talking about yourself, and you can do bad all by yourself, and it's all about me, and because I'm the prize. Where are your results then? If you the prize, who the prize winner? If you the prize, where is the collector of the prize?
billion people in this world.
Okay.
There is, granted, I'm not discrediting what you're saying. I'm sure there's a vast majority that agrees with what you're saying.
You just said the world. Let me just quickly untangle that. How many Muslims are there in the world? About 2 billion. Do you reckon any of them like girls who hold up?
No, but that's to say that a girl.
How many Christians are there in the world? I don't know. Maybe like 1 billion or so. All of these religious cultures around the world where female chastity is valued at the highest order. This is specifically Western, what you're talking about. This attitude where you can just go and do whatever you want is specifically Western. Yeah. So I'm telling you from the perspective of a Western guy. If you spoke to an Islamic guy, he would go nuts if he heard this stuff because they are actually virgins until marriage, all of them.
Yeah, they would kill you maybe. Seriously.
Get the rocks. Abdul? Yeah.
So when I talk about generalities, trust me, it's not just my perspective. This is cross-culturally throughout history and all around the world.